So our challenge is to format this, and all we know so far for layout is display stuff, block, inline block, and then we've also learned about margin, zero, auto, right? And so we want to create this page, and if you're finding this video online, you could try to create this page, and we just use divs for those squares, and then when you're done, you can pause this video, and when you're done creating your own, come back, unpause it, and you can see the solution. And if you want to take this whole course, it's a Greater Commons right here, HTML and CSS, only $20. It's about the price of going to the movies, and you can learn a whole new skill set. So now we will create that. Just going to go up here, copy that, 02, and well, this is just nothing to look at yet. Div times 4, and then they're going to have different colors, so we're going to have to give them each IDs. So we'll do S $. There we go, and then we could just do S color red, color something, and we could duplicate that. So we have S1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, they need pounds in front of them. And it'll be red, blue, green, yellow. And now,
so if you made it in div, you have to put the pound sign too?
what?
If you put div, you have to put the pound sign like you have.
Well, I'm just doing it by ID, and they need to be different colors, and each one's going to be a unique color, so ID makes sense, right? But then we could also do the div, and the div will be for like a width of 200 pixels and a height of 100 pixels and a border of 1 pixel solid black, and red, blue, yellow, green. And then we need dashed blue border around body in HTML. So we could do body, HTML, div, and we could say content padding, 0, margin, 0, border, 0, and box sizing, border box, and font inherent. And wasn't there a color inherent? So that's our little reset, right? And then we're going to do our body and our HTML. Whoops, let's do, and that's backwards. Let's just keep it in order, HTML and then body. Doesn't matter, but it's just a logic, you know, from a human perspective. We'll do HTML and body. It's going to be border 1 pix dashed blue. And then we need some space between the body and the HTML. So what does that look like? We have content padding, border. It looks like margin, right? Is that margin between the body and the HTML, this space right here? Maybe 100 pixels. So we could do body, margin, 100 pixels. And then our divs also have some margin around them, right? Some space between everything. So our divs will have a margin, and the margin we want on our divs between is, we could do treble, we could do top, bottom, right, left, or we could do TRBL, each one individually. And let's just start out with like 50 pixels, so that's going to be all around. But then here, margin for the body, that body is centered, and it's like maybe 80%. So we'll do width of the body, 80%. And we'll do margin, instead of 0 auto, it'll be 100 picks top and bottom, and then auto, left, right. Okay? And that's actually maybe going to be more like 75%. Because this is maybe 12 and a half, and that's 12 and a half. And then for the div, here we want those to be centered, so it's going to be something like that, where it's top and bottom 50 pixels, and then everything right and left. So that looks like maybe that's good. So let's take a look and see what it is. And our style sheet's connected, so that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. All right, so my colors didn't pop in, but you know, we're looking pretty close. And why didn't my colors pop in? I've got my S1, 2, 3, 4 IDs, right? Huh? What?
Background color.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Genius. So this is what we were given. You know, with little adjustments, we could get there. That's what we got. And if we look at the CSS here, well, that wasn't the one. It's here. Border 1 pix dash blue. Body width is 80%. Margin 100 pixel auto. We did 100 pix auto, so we got that right. Padding 20 pixels. We had 20 pixels of padding. So what happens if we add some padding in on this one? And the width was 80%, not 75%. Let's just see what it does with 80%. Just brought that out, and then when we add the padding, brought those down a little. And then height, width, 50, 100. We did 200, 100. So we'll do 150, just make these a little smaller. And 2 pix for the border. Just comparing them. And border radius and margin 20 pixel auto. 20 pixel auto. There's a little border radius of 5 pixels. That looks a lot like those. And then we had IDs that were this. Okie dokie. You want to try it again? How many people want to try it again? Nobody. Nobody? Okay. I like that exercise.